Hey everybody
Rick.
for tuning
Is that
in.
Rick? And
Oh, it's Rick.
I cannot see that far. I guess next time for a live, bring a pair of glasses.
And Chic Bougie. Hey, thank you for tuning in, you guys. We're excited. It's Sunday.
Yeah, get all the way in the camera. Maybe scoot your chair a bit. Okay, there we go.
It's Sunday, and are we waiting for some people to come on?
I don't
What's
know.
happening?
I mean, this is our first time, guys, so we're just kind of gonna go with the flow. We're gonna just chat about us being single.
Yeah, about us being single.
Maybe we're centered, maybe we aren't. I don't know.
Well, if we're not, we're on the way.
We're working on it.
So here, you guys, cheers.
Yeah,
Tamika,
cheers.
thank you so much for having us in your beautiful space and for including me in this mission of yours, because we've got stories to tell.
We do.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it simple tonight. We're not going to get into too many details. We're just going to kind of talk about red and green flags.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you guys how we met and how we even came up with this collab and why we're here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
in case you guys don't know, I'm Tamiko. I'm everybody's favorite massage therapist. I'm located in downtown Oswego, just a little over a year and a half. Just recently opened a Naperville location. I teach yoga. I do a variety of events. So that's kind of me. Let them tell you who are. Then.
So my name is Veronica Perez. I am the owner of Beauty Above Malls. I'm also located in Oswego, next to like the shopping area, and I'm also your host for Beauty Talk podcast, where we educate the general public on new tips, tricks, and trends. So today we are here and we're super excited. We're not going to talk so much about business, but
we do have to tell them how we met. And how we know
that's
each other.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I'm going to turn the music down just in case they can't hear us.
Okay.
So
I'll go ahead and start while Tamiko is lowering down the music. So we met actually at the Yorkville Chamber of Commerce at a Leeds meeting. But I definitely connected with Tamiko because at that time of my life, long story short, I had a salon in Chicago, one in Sandwich, and I was looking for a location here in the middle. I had unfortunately lost a salon in July of last year, and I was just really, really bummed out. And Tamiko kept telling me about this place. She was like, you need to come see this place, Vero, you need to come see this place. And we weren't even that close of friends, right? But she kept insisting and insisting. And finally one day, like I tell my clients, I'm like, she bamboozled me and she invited me to BB Bop, and then was like, and by the way, that salon I've been telling you about is right across the street. So we went there, and I say Oswego chose me because I fell in love, and that's where I'm at. And our friendship has continued since then.
is this our first collab?
This
No,
is
you
our-
had me on your podcast.
Oh yes, yeah. So I had you on the podcast, on
yeah.
Beauty Talk podcast.
Yeah.
But we've worked together in different ways and supported each other.
Yeah. Supporting other women and promoting each other. So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate your friendship.
Yeah, me too, girl. Me too.
So Veronica also knows my story. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So we want to just, what do you want to talk about first? How do we?
You also said that, you're from here, you do the massages, but you do 420 events.
Yeah. Have one coming up on Friday, Friendsgiving. That's a whole separate community that I'm growing in Oswego, and so far it's been good. People have been responding good, but it's just a matter of sharing the word. But we're having a Friendsgiving, which is really cool. We normally do yoga. We're going to do some gratitude practices. We're going to share food. It's a potluck, and so we're just kind of building friendships and getting to know each other. So it's a good vibe.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome. So yeah.
Yeah. So enough about business.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? These boys, or men, men, right? We should be saying men.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't have a man, so.
Me either. That's why we're single.
And centered.
Yes.
But,
exactly.
I mean, it's fun to date, right? Is it a little fun?
It's been fun. I think that both you and I have like a more relaxed way of dating, to where we're just open to meeting new people.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, then whatever.
Right.
Right?
Because I'm really focused about business, and as long as I can find someone that works with, with that, I mean, we should be on the same level. I like to do what I'm doing right now. I'm in my grind, you know.
Yeah, it's like the flexibility, right? I think as entrepreneurs, we want somebody who's going to understand that you're going to be busy and that that should be your priority.
They should be busy too, though.
They should be busy too.
And I really prefer, this is not a red flag or anything, but I prefer probably to date someone that's in business mindship, entrepreneurship. I don't know about the whole thing with the 9 to 5, which is 9 to 5 is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes when the 9 to 5 is over, then it's over. You go home, you relax, you maybe meal prep. But like, I'm constantly thinking of new ideas. Sometimes work doesn't end till 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know, there's been conversations that we've had lately in business because if you're not in business, maybe you don't know that business really is like the hardest challenge of personal growth, right? And it takes you through so many things. But something that I know, and we've been talking about in our groups, is that when you are in a good relationship, it should really amplify and catapult your business and your desires. Like you should really be influencing each other to be bigger and better. So when me and you talk about men, I think we just haven't found those men that are like, you know, we're gonna grind but also have fun, and we're gonna do things that we're passionate about. Because I think that's the main difference between a 9 to 5 and an entrepreneur, is that luckily most of the time we get to do things that we love.
Yes, I love what I do. By the way, Rick says he's 420.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know why he has not been at any of my events, but we'll talk about that later.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I guess that's the big difference, right?
I think that's a big difference. I think that it's like having that passion, because once you have that passion, then you have your heart, and then it's like, even though you're working all day, it doesn't feel like
we're working right now.
We're working.
But we're having a glass of wine. We got some nice music in the background.
And it smells delicious.
Maybe I'll get some DMs after the show. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, TikTok.
You're hilarious. So let's get into it, girl.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
I think we're talking about red and green flags, which I only have like one green. I have a couple of reds, but this is from prior relationship stuff. So, I mean, just one of my big red flags, and this is for ladies. When you're in a relationship, do not get lost. Don't get lost in who you are. You know, and sometimes when you get with the person, you just kind of like do what they do, and you get stuck with them, and you don't, your own interests, your own things. You should always have your own separate things. I think probably separate set of friendships. Like you have your friends, the guy should have some friends too. Yeah. I mean, I know it's like, I think that is one of the red flags is when you date a guy or you meet a guy that doesn't have any friends. Yeah. Because then you're going to be his girlfriend, his friend. You're going to be like his everything. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So, yeah. So do you guys agree that dating somebody with no friends is a red flag? Yeah. Can we get some amens? Yes, no. I think that is a red flag. Yeah. And something else that I was going to say is that I was actually listening to a podcast this morning with Jay Shetty and Roddy, his wife, and they were saying that, you know, what ends up happening in relationships and the highest rate of divorce, and the people that Jay Shetty has talked about, like the women, have always said that they got divorced after their 50s because that's usually when the kids leave the house, and then they realize that they have completely abandoned themselves, you know, because they've sacrificed everything for their families. And what they said is like, he was saying, I just never want you to get to that age and want to leave this relationship because you didn't feel like yourself. So they challenge each other, and like, yes, they do ask for help from each other, but they're really encouraging each other to think independently and like amplifying those ideas, you know. And I think that's really important. That's really, really important. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Do we have any comments or anything? I'm just checking. Oh, he said amen. Amen. Okay, cool. I'm like, you have better eyesight than I do, girl. I know. Next time I got to bring glasses so I can see what's going on. Definitely. Okay, so that was my red flag about not losing yourself. Did you have another one in addition to what you just said? A red flag, and this is just going to be a funny one, and it seems like an obvious one, but sometimes time can pass, and this is based on a true story. A red flag for me would definitely be if a guy omits a child.
Like, he's upfront about maybe 2 kids, but hides like 1 kid. You know, there could be, there's like a way to be understanding of that. Like, oh, maybe something happened, doesn't really want to talk about those things. But at the end of the day, think about the moral compass, right? If they're able to neglect or not share one of them, then there has to be something going on, right? Like, they should really be proud, no matter what the situation was, to claim all of their children. And I'm saying this also because I just turned 40. Tamiko, you're a little bit older than me. So the guys that we're dating have kids.
That's true.
And families. Like, they've been married, you know, in long-term relationships and or in relationships with women who have had kids.
Yeah. And I'm always upfront because I have 3. Sometimes I don't maybe claim my oldest. It's because sometimes I like to maybe hang out with guys that are a little younger than me.
Yeah.
So then it's like, I tell them, oh, I have a 27-year-old daughter. It's like, oh.
Wait a minute.
Like, yeah, but I mean, that's just a preference.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that I wouldn't date somebody older than me. I just turned 49. But it's hard. I don't know. I guess you just have to find the person that gets you.
Yeah.
So, and again, because earlier you talked about how we date, but honestly, I don't really date that much because I do work a lot.
Yeah.
I work a lot. I mean, I work basically 7 days a week. I'm doing something that's contributing to my business. So that gives you not much time to go out because I'm more of a social person and I like to, I mean, if it's a possibility to meet a person randomly at a restaurant or at the, you know, like I go to Cooper's Hawk and I sit at the bar sometimes and just have a glass of wine or whatever. But dating apps, I mean,
but I do also think, like, let's be real.
It's the way of the world.
But if you met somebody that was really putting in effort and saying, you know what, Tamiko, I know you get off of work at 8 today and you're going to be in Naperville. I'm going to make a reservation over at Hugo's.
That would be great.
I'll see you there at 8:15. Like, I'll be sitting at the bar in case you get there early.
Oh, I'm definitely open to effort like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you have somebody coming forth and putting the right energy, you make the time.
Exactly.
You make the time. So there is time. So don't let her fool you guys. There is time.
Oh, and don't let me put that out there because I want to make time. You know, I will obviously make time, but I just haven't. It hasn't been a focus.
Yeah.
So I've been more work for focus, but.
That's what we need to manifest. You know, that man that, you know, because we would do it.
Yeah.
You would do it for your man and say, like, hey, I cooked something today. I know you have a long day. Yeah. Or you have a short day, and so do I. Let's meet up for coffee. Yeah. Yeah. It's doable. Yeah. It's definitely doable. Yeah. So let's not bash on these guys the whole time.
Oh, no. I wasn't saying bye. I wasn't saying it was a bad thing. It was just my thing, but so green is probably just really good communication. I'm a very upfront, honest person, and if people can get to that level and just be transparent and be truthful, I think that's one of the best things in a relationship.
Yeah, communication. I think in any part of our lives, right? Communication is one of them. A big green flag for me, and this is something that I hold to. It's like you gotta do the things you say you're going to do.
That's true.
You just gotta do the things. Like, if you say we're gonna go on a date Tuesday, I hope that you contact me on Monday and say, hey, does this time still work for you? You know, because we are busy. And guys, no, we're not sitting around just waiting for you guys to call us and be like, oh, this is a time that I'm ready for you now.
Hi guys, thanks for joining.
You know, like, do the things you say you're gonna do and follow through. Like, we all have busy lives, and Tamiko,
that's what I don't like, is don't make your busyness more important than mine.
Exactly.
Because I run a business and my time is valuable, just as valuable as yours, you know?
Absolutely. And that, I mean, to be honest, you guys, like, if you want a pissed off Veronica, make plans with me, don't check in, and then try to call me last minute, because boy, not only am I a Scorpio, but I'm from Durango, so that's like the land of the scorpions. I will cut you out. Like, it's just that way. And you know who you are. You know who you are.
They're probably not on
so, I mean, but they'll see the recording, okay?
They will see the recording.
Yeah, somebody's ears are ringing for sure. I know.
Oh,
Maybe in Michigan. I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Who did it? Who did it?
Who did it?
She'll have to tell that story in the next one.
Yeah, that'll be another
Today's
story.
we're not telling stories today. We're just like warming up that we're going to be doing some. I don't know. We're going to do a few talks about this stuff, right?
Yeah, there's
And
a lot of
you
things
know,
to be said.
A lot
you
of
guys.
things. People can ask questions, and people hopefully will chime in and tell us things that they want to talk about. But it's an open discussion. So,
but stories, you guys.
Yeah.
We have
stories.
Some fun stories. Like, we've lived a lot of life, been independent, you know, and I just think that there's a lot to share and there's a lot to learn. Like, one of my most favorite things to do is find little old people to sit around and talk to, because
I love old people too. I call them mature people.
Mature people. I call them my little viejitos, or my little old people.
Oh.
And I love talking to them. Like, there's nothing better than talking to somebody who has been brave enough to live life and then tell you the stories and what they've learned, you know? So I know that one thing that we wanted to kind of talk about today was, what is the one thing that you have learned from your past relationship?
It was the same thing as the red flag, as far as losing yourself. Really just keeping my identity, keeping my stuff as me. It's like, these are the things I like to do. This is who I am. I just noticed in relationship, and maybe some of you don't know this, but I was in a very long, and still am, and legally still am, but just a very long relationship, marriage, and so you end up becoming who other people want you to be. So I found myself getting pretty lost, and it's like, you know, when there's I don't want to say a conflict or a debate or something like that, and it's like you just don't even give your opinion anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's my thing. It's like, just always be true to yourself. Be authentic, be who you are. And
speak
say
up. The things, you know, learn how to say them. You're gonna fuck up sometimes, but
and if you're your authentic self, that person can accept you how you are. Yeah. Or sometimes it just doesn't work out. Yeah. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's a great one. That's a great one. And I can say, for me, one of the biggest lessons from my last relationship, I would say, is like, follow your instinct. You know, really follow your instinct. Like, God made you so special and so full and so whole. Like, that women instinct is a true superpower, you guys. And the closer you are to yourself, like, you'll really start to feel the things. So, like, one of the things I can say is, like, when you're first going out on these dates, and for some reason, like, you're a foodie, you like to try all these fun things, but you just can't seem to eat. Something's always upsetting your stomach, your pants are too tight, something is not right. That is your gut, like, that is your inside telling you something is not okay. Something is not right. So I think, you know, definitely tuning into your woman instinct and having confidence and trust in yourself. And that starts with you guys too. You know, like, also doing the things you say you're gonna do helps develop confidence. Setting goals and reaching them, you know, surrounding yourself by other like-minded people, all of that increases your confidence. So just be confident in that feeling.
I agree. Somebody said omitting a kid is a thing. Why would you do that?
I know, isn't that crazy?
You know, we're on lives, we gotta, like, look at the comments too.
Yeah, I appreciate you being, you know.
And I can't see.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody that just joined.
Hey. So, yeah, that is wild, you guys. And that was a true story. That was a true story. And, you know, when it happened, I really thought, like, oh, my compassion. You know, I'm such a huge empath. I tried to see him with compassion, understand that it was a different part of his life and, you know, this, that, and the other. But the nail really hit the wall when after everything was kind of done and over, I talked to his ex-wife, and she didn't know about him for 8 years, you guys. So she had already started.
The ex-wife didn't know
about his first kid.
Really?
For 8 years.
Really?
Not until the kid was 8 years old.
Oh my God.
So I got the tip of the iceberg, but it could have been 8 years before I knew that this man had another child. And the sad part is that the other two kids were raised in, like, very well-to-do circumstances, while the other one was raised by a single mom. And I can't imagine how that child feels, seeing his brothers being treated and living a certain way while he's like hustling, trying to live life and make it, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So yeah, it's a real thing, sadly. Sadly.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about? What else do we got?
I don't know. I think that's probably it. We talked red and green. How long have we even been on here?
There was I think there was one more question.
Yeah, there was
on
something
there.
else
Let's
on
see.
here.
We did make a little list, you guys, just to kind of stay on track. So we wanted to talk a little bit about like how we decided to start dating again. Like what has brought us to this point where you feel that you have done enough healing after your past relationship to finally say, like, I'm willing to give this a go again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to give it a second try. I mean, I know some people, they have like a relationship, things don't work out, and it's like they're just done. They're divorced, they're done, they don't go out. But I want to, you know, I believe that I have a person out there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's on my level, and we can maybe conquer the world together.
For sure.
So I'm looking for him one of these days.
So
And
reach out to Tamiko.
How do you ever find him if you don't try, right? I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't just work all the time. You want to live life. I like to live life, and I like to enjoy.
When I call it practice, girl.
Practice.
You know, yeah. How are you gonna, like, once you've learned all the lessons, how do you know that they are gonna carry with you throughout the rest of your life or your relationships if you don't practice? Right? So I think like dating now, and I've even been very upfront with like the people that I date. They're like, so what are you looking for? I'm like, I'm really just practicing right now.
And you tell them that?
I tell them that. Like, I'm really practicing, and I want to see if like the things I learned, if I can implement them. And then see
how do they receive that?
Well, I mean, I always tell them like, you know, like I'm doing this in order to see if like this is an actual relationship that I would like to invest time in.
Okay.
You know, so I always place it like that. I'm not just like, oh, this is just a practice round, you know?
Okay.
I definitely tell them like, you know, I've learned so many things, and in this point of my life, I'm looking for my life mate, right? So I'm in practice mode, and if I decide that this is something that I want to invest time in, then that's a different conversation, right? But I think I will always be practicing because I believe that this life is an opportunity to grow. And I'm constantly like feeding my mind with different things like podcasts, reading, deep conversations. Like, so I want that in my life, and I hope to never stop practicing, you guys. Like, I hope to never ever stop practicing.
Constant learner. I mean, I'm pretty much the same way. I want to learn whatever I can. I'm always reading a book. I usually read at least 2 books at a time. I have one in the car, Audible, and then I read my other book, and then I try to listen to podcasts about different things.
Yes.
Healing, growth,
relationships.
How to, you know, it's just, so it's a lot of different things.
Yeah, I love like psychology. I love to like psychology and also like metaphysical. Because I think that sometimes, especially when you're like black and brown, we're so far removed from our ethnicity. And if you really think back to our ancestors, we're so like connected to Mother Earth and all of that. So I do believe in like the stars, the moon, vibrations. So I listen to a lot of podcasts about that. And it's really from the standpoint of neurologists, like going deep and analyzing how this could be true or... you know, trying to debunk it. And I mean, so far, you guys, if you guys really want to know, I'm like, I will put it in the caption once we post this. But they've been really interesting. Jay Shetty is one of my like top dogs, and so is Mel Robbins.
Yeah, I like Mel. I like to listen to stuff that Mel puts out about letting, like her book, Let It Go, because for me, that part of psychology where you're learning about people and how to deal with people, it makes things easier. So, you know, even if I would have known some of this stuff probably 10 years ago, it could have changed things, you know what I mean? Because once you realize people are people, they are who they are. For the most part, people don't change.
Yeah.
They have their routines, they have their things that they like, and they have their mannerisms and things because maybe they grew up in a 2-household family, and you know, I grew up, but it's like maybe they had more wealth, whatever it is, it makes who they are, and it makes how they interact with other people. And so when you get into a relationship, and even a relationship, a friendship, you just know, you can, if you know something about that person's background, once you know, then you kind of know how to deal with them.
Yeah, for sure.
And how can
have
you
more grace?
Yeah, right.
But I also think that it takes like inner work for you, like for you to have done some work on yourself to say, okay, I can handle this with grace, and this is something that she has to move through, and she will. But there are some deep character traits that you're like, that person's just always going to be like that.
And if you can either take it or leave it, right?
Yeah.
You have a choice.
Yeah.
And not to be like picky, but my other little thing is that I just really don't like dealing with adults that do not know how to cope. Or if, you know, something upsets them and they just have no, like if you got to take a minute, you got to breathe. Whatever it is you got to do to not fly off the handle. Like, I just don't like that at this age. It's like, I'm, soon to be, just turned 49, soon to be 50. At this age, you should have worked on yourself and figured out when people set you off, how to handle that in a cool, calm way.
How to like self-soothe.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
that's a really good tool to have, you guys. And I can't say, like for me personally, I always was a very explosive person, and it's taken me a long time. People are like, "Damn, you're so calm," and I'm like, well, if you come looking for me, you'll find me. Yeah. But I used to think like I had pride, in saying like if she needs to come out, she'll take care of me. But now I also feel like she can still come out, but in a different way. Like it doesn't have to be loud and popping off and like I'm gonna beat your ass. It could be very composed and direct and make you feel the exact same way. So yeah, there's evolution there. Yeah. So after learning like everything that you've learned, what would you do different next time?
I guess I just know everything differently. So I would speak up for myself. I would ask questions. I would question things, like when it's like, oh, wait a minute. Let me put my input in, my piece on how I feel about that. And, so just more communicating instead of holding back and keeping my part in, when it's more like just speaking out. Yeah.
That's a huge one for me too. I would say it's having the confidence, to say, I'm not going to say anything right now, and you can digest it and then come back and ask all the questions. I remember in therapy saying like, I just wish I would have asked better questions. Yeah. And she was like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, I wish I would have asked better questions. I wish I would have been, more direct. I wish I would have been more inquisitive. I wish I would have been a little bit, I don't know. We call it, in Spanish, maliciosa, like, como tener más marbol, which is like to have a little bit, not of evil, but to also know that there could be another side, because for me it's like, it's not so easy to trust, but once I trust so fully, right? And I just expect people to act right. But then they don't, and then they take advantage because you trust, and you're like, damn, like you don't understand how long it took me to get here, and even in friendship, it takes me a long time.
I agree.
To get there. Yeah. But when I do, then it's like this, like, I would like to think that it's something beautiful, right? Once you get there. Yeah, but it takes a long time. So when they mess up and then they disturb your trust, right? Then you're like, damn. Yeah. And then it's like you had like a wall like that was like maybe like this thick, and now it's like this thick. Yeah.
So these are things that I'm still working on, because I am a very non-confrontational person. So I'll just let stuff go. Isn't it easier just to let a person, do what they do and maybe not speak up? So that's where I'm at. So I do need practice, speaking up and,
Yeah.
Not necessarily causing confrontation, but if I don't feel so at ease about something, it's okay to ask questions and see, you know,
and
where this person's
it.
coming from. What are your intentions behind this?
Yeah.
You know?
What did you really mean?
Yeah.
What I understood
right.
is
right.
Da da da
right.
da.
And that goes with being a good listener, and sometimes maybe that's something you have to work on in a relationship with the person.
Oh yeah.
Depending on if they've worked on that, because that's a whole nother
episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Being a good, even in business, friends, people, they hear what they want to hear sometimes. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's good to make the person repeat back. Can you tell me what I just said?
Yeah. So
they understand, you know, maybe they heard you say something, but they understood it a different way.
Yeah. Or if you care, just ask, like,
mm-hmm.
hey, what did you mean by this remark?
Mm-hmm.
Or
mm-hmm.
I want to address something
mm-hmm.
that
hi guys
you said, you know, and to say, you know, let's just talk about it. I think communication is often like crossed with confrontation, like you said earlier. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't always have to mean that. It could just be like, I love you enough to put this on the table, because if there's something I need to say I'm sorry for, like, let me say that. But not only that, you guys, it gives the other person the opportunity to know what you don't like, you know? So for you to say, like, you know what, I really don't like it when you joke around and you call me stupid, you know? Like, that really offends me. So then if you love me, Tamiko, you're going to say, well, mental check, I'm never going to joke around with stupid.
Exactly.
Right? And I think, like, that's part of, like, the communication thing also, right? And just speaking up for yourself. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I think that's good. I mean, I think we're going to do better. I want to cheers to us and finding that person. And you guys, if you're on social media and you're watching us and that's you, we are single. We are single.
We are.
Part-time.
But, so yeah, the next episode is going to be a good one. We're telling some stories.
We are.
I have some
let me take another
just
sip of
just
wine
a little
one.
A preview. We're going to talk about some probably bad dates. I haven't been on a ton of dates, but boy, I've got a story.
You've got some bad date stories.
I do. I'm going to tell one. I actually think I dated a homeless guy once.
Oh,
just
damn.
one time. Like, I was like, oh, I think he's homeless.
She said just one time.
I'm gonna tell the whole story.
Just one time.
I'm gonna tell the whole story next time.
Okay.
So yeah.
I don't know the story.
I don't know. You haven't told you that story, but
okay.
You're gonna hear it when they hear it. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm super excited. Cool. I don't know what story I'll tell because. Yeah. If
there's things that you guys want to hear us talk about, shoot us a message. I mean, you know where to find us. So, but next time we're going to talk about dating stories and good fun stuff like that.
Exactly. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll announce when we're going to go ahead and go live. We'll give you guys a little bit more of anticipation because it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a vibe. And I think this is going to turn into something. So I'm so excited to introduce this to you guys. And Tamiko, again, thank you for having us in your space. And this is going to be so much fun.
Yeah. I had a good time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. Peace and blessings.
Bye.
Bye.